Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Dubai. Is it a good place to go and work? How has it been affected by the coronavirus pandemic? Should you move there? And if it's still going to be the place it once was after the pandemic. Before we get the video started, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you'd like to see more videos like this, and let's get this video started. Okay, let's start with some history. So in 1822, Dubai was actually a fishing village. Hard to believe based on what it looks like now, but that's what it was. 1901, one of the sheikhs actually declared Dubai as a free port, free from taxation and on imports and exports. Now that is actually quite critical because they have carried on giving those tax privileges until today. In 1966, probably the biggest part of what makes Dubai today is the discovery of oil within their territorial waters. And as you can see, their population grew by 300% between 1968 and 1975. So since the discovery of oil, Dubai has carried on growing, and obviously the infrastructure has grown and oil has funded what Dubai is today. With a growing economy, Dubai then had to think about how to make that economy boom. And the only way to do it is by using expats. Those are people that come from another country into your country and hopefully work to grow the economy. In 1975, Dubai had a population of 166,000 people. And today they have a population north of 3 million people. How did they grow their population? Well, as always, it's all about location, location, location. Crucial to their growth, Dubai had to come up with a way to get the people from their locations into Dubai, so from their original homes into Dubai, and that's when they came up with Emirates Airlines. Now that has been critical in developing Dubai and making sure that the people can come and go easily at a low cost. With the geographical advantage, Dubai could attract people from Asia, Australia, Africa, Europe, and even as far as North America because of the help of the state-owned airline Emirates. Now this was critical because Emirates positioned itself as the airline for business travel, and Dubai is all about business. Now, once you've attracted the people, you have to make sure that those people actually stay. And one of the ways that they did it is to relax the laws in Dubai comparatively to the rest of the Middle East so that the people that come there can still have some of the freedoms that they had in their home countries. And that includes drinking, partying, etc. Although not all the laws are as free as we have them in the West, it is a lot freer than many of its neighboring countries. To get people to pack up and leave, you have to promise them something that they cannot get in their home country. And one of the things that Dubai did is pay higher salaries. And I mean much, much higher salaries. So people from a lot of industries could get about 3 to 5 times the salary they will get in their home country by moving to Dubai. And to actually make this even better, because Dubai is a tax-free region, they would get 100% of that salary in their bank account. So that is a key thing for why a lot of people move to Dubai. And a lot of people actually move to Dubai for a short period of time, so 3-5 years, and they save up a lot of money to move back to their home country. Secondly, people had to get jobs, and Dubai is known for its availability of jobs from across different sectors. Obviously, because of the skyscrapers that they have, they're very big in real estate, it's very big in finance, oil and gas, of course, and hospitality, because Dubai has not only just become a business destination, it has also become a tourist destination. Because of oil and gas being so much cheaper in Dubai than in most places around the world, people that have cars there can actually get to drive their cars at a much cheaper price because oil is cheap. And Dubai is also known for its crazy, crazy supercars. One of the crazy things about Dubai, because a lot of people move there for financial gain, they easily find themselves in a position where they're unable to pay all the debt that they get in Dubai, and they have to leave the country very, very quickly. This has led to, I'm sure what most of you have already seen, supercars being abandoned on the side of the road. Now, this has obviously been going around and the crazy YouTube channels about it. Actually, there is a Supercar Blondie YouTube video. I'll link it in the description. You should go and check it out, which goes through one of the areas that they keep some of these abandoned cars. 50 years on, everything is going great. Dubai's population is growing, the economy is growing. A couple of problems with oil and gas up and down, but those are global problems. And then the big thing happens. Coronavirus. Now, it's important to understand that the pandemic has affected many people and many countries in different ways. The reason why I chose to focus on Dubai is to understand how a place like Dubai, which has a very low number of natives and a very high number of expats, how that area would react in a situation like we have now, where people are starting to consider some of the things that are important in life beyond money.
Mostly what we've seen that jobs have been the main driver this time. And that's because a lot of people here did not anticipate this happening. The economy seems to be coming along and from a downturn for the previous few years. And this came out as a surprise. So we see now the big employers in town. Emirates Airline is cutting thousands of jobs between pilots, engineers, and others. We see other employers like the hoteliers and so on. They're all cutting jobs because their businesses have all been impacted so much. But also we are seeing pay cuts among companies like Emirates, like Nakhil and Emar that cut the pay and wages of their employees, and that basically means some families are not just not going to be able to make ends meet. And here we see a lot of people, especially people with children, deciding that it's time for them to go back to their home countries. At least there they would be able to, in some countries, be able to get free education and free healthcare.
Now, this is quite important because remember what we're talking about. Dubai is mainly attracting people because of the ability for them to earn more there than they otherwise would back at home. Now, with the inability to keep paying these people the high salaries, the appeal is no longer there for some of those people. Secondly, when people are in a situation like they're in now, they start valuing things a lot more than they did previously. So, for example, a lot of people value families more. And if you live in Dubai, you might end up being hundreds and thousands of miles away from your families. So, these are things that people are now considering that perhaps were not as pressing as before. And I think the problem with Dubai in particular is that with already the restricted freedoms that some of the people may have, they are now thinking, is it much better to be in Dubai, or should I just go back home and have a quality of life that is perhaps lower and a little bit less money, but you will be closer to family and ultimately be in an area that you're more familiar with, as well as being able to get a standard of living that will not go below a certain minimum. Now, that's quite important because I know it's different across most countries in the world. However, you will have a minimum where the state will pick up in case you actually need support. In Dubai, they don't have any of this support, and because of the high salaries, it's very, very expensive. Everything has to be paid for. So although you get a lot of money up front, you have to spend quite a lot of it in the back paying for the accommodation, the flights back home, the schooling for your children, etc. So these are things that people are now considering. So will Dubai survive? In my opinion, I think the answer is yes. I think it has built up a reputation and built up enough capital that of course it will survive, but it will take a long time to recover. For every country to recover from an economic downturn, they have to consider what the main source of revenue is for that particular country. And if it's located to a smaller region, then you have to consider how much revenue is generated in that particular region. Let's remember that Dubai is mainly built on oil and gas money. Now, with the current issues that are going around with the oil and gas sector, it's too volatile for them to plan ahead enough in order to give the guarantees to the people and to the companies what will be happening. Secondly, they suffer from the same problem that lots of governments are going through at the moment, which is giving the public the confidence to go out, spend money, and drive the economy forward. Of course, Dubai is unique because it's not only trying to convince its native residents, it's also trying to convince people that it's still safe to come so far away from home and live in a place where you might not be as close to your relatives in case you need them. Dubai has also built its economy around the ability to provide easy access from every place of the world using its state-owned airline, Emirates. Now, with less confidence in the airline industry than there was previously, I think this is also another barrier for Dubai. So should you move to Dubai? Well, the answer is maybe. The best thing to do in a time like this is to be in a position and a place where you will get the most financial support if you need it. Moving to a place like Dubai, I think you put yourself in a vulnerable position if you don't have enough capital to fall back on. In the longer term, of course, Dubai will recover. And it'll be interesting to see what will happen in the next 50 years, because in the previous 50 years, it has moved from a small fishing village to one of the biggest economic centers of the world. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Put some comments below for anything you'd like to see in the future. Like I said, I want to do one about Hong Kong and Singapore. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.